Russian strikes have hit several cities, including Dnipro, which appears to be the first time. Emergency services in the east-central city said at least one person was killed in strikes that allegedly hit residential building and shoe factory. Russian forces approaching Kyiv appear to have repositioned and edged closer to the capital, according to the intelligence assessments by the United States. Russian forces are blockading Kharkiv and pushing their offensive in the south around Mykolaiv, Zaporizhzhia and Kryvyi Rih. Russian forces were continuing their offensive toward Kyiv from the northwest and east, notably trying to break through Ukrainian defenses from Kukari, 56 miles to the northwest, through to Demidov, 25 miles north of Kyiv, as per the Ukraine's armed forces. Russian forces moving toward Kyiv had advanced about 3 miles in the past 24 hours, with some elements as close as 9 miles from the city. Russian President Vladimir Putin gave the green light on Friday for up to 16,000 volunteers from the Middle East to be deployed alongside Russian-backed rebels to fight in Ukraine. The move, just over 2 weeks since Putin ordered the invasion, allows Russia to deploy battle-hardened mercenaries from conflicts such as Syria without risking additional Russian military casualties. The Russian armored units and airborne troops maneuvering in and through the surrounding towns close to the Antonov airport, northwest of Kyiv. Some of the vehicles have moved into forests. Some analysts have said this week Russia was gradually overcoming logistical issues and continued concentrating in the eastern, northwestern and western outskirts of Kyiv for an assault on the Ukrainian capital. Despite Ukrainian President Zelensky's declaration that his country will not join NATO and that he would be willing to compromise on the issue of independence of Luhansk and Donetsk, Russian troops continue to attack the country. In that backdrop, Sukhoi Su-35S, Flanker A, fighter jets of the Russian aerospace forces have begun performing suppression of enemy air defenses missions over Ukraine. Russia has recently increased its air strikes in Ukraine, destroying military targets and airfields. In order to stop the Russians, Zelensky had earlier pleaded with NATO to enforce a no-fly zone above Ukraine, but his request was turned down. Russia claims to have destroyed over 2,500 military sites in Ukraine until now. Russian forces have intensified their shelling on the outer periphery of Kyiv. India's state-owned aerospace and defence firm Hindustan Aeronautics Limited has started manufacturing India's advanced medium combat aircraft in association with DRDO's Aeronautical Development Agency. The Amca program entered a crucial phase with the starting of manufacturing activities. While the design and development will be carried out by HAL and other private defense firms will also be roped in to manufacture the combat jet. The advanced stealth aircraft will be a multi-role fighter capable of carrying out air superiority, ground strike, suppression of enemy air defenses and electronic warfare missions. The first 2 squadrons in Amca Mk1 configuration will be powered by an imported engine. Another 5 squadrons with advanced features Mk2 will use made in India 125 kN engines along with 6th generation technologies. It is important to note that the new engine for the fighter will be jointly developed by India's Defence Research and Development Organisation and Safran of France. The advanced stealth aircraft will bolster India's air arsenal by enhancing air superiority. Further, the naval version of aircraft will become the primary combat jet operating from the Indian Navy's aircraft carriers. BAE Systems Hägglunds believes it can provide a single baseline platform that meets multiple requirements of the Indian Army. Darren Resterek, of BAE Systems Hägglunds and platform manager for BvS-10 and Beowulf, told Janes that the CV-90 family of armored fighting vehicles can meet the Indian Army's light tank, futuristic infantry combat vehicle, and future-ready combat vehicle requirements. Presterik added that the same platform for 3 requirements with the ability to add or remove armor and to change turrets will also provide more attrition capability. The operator can regenerate the product, depending on the prevailing needs. Presterik also said he expects India-specific developmental requirements for the CV-90 can also be achieved. He also said that we could view or discuss with Indian partners to move forward to a one-chassis solution for all needs. The developmental cost and time will be significantly reduced. India and China on Friday are holding another round of high-level military dialogue to resolve the 22-month-long standoff in some friction points in eastern Ladakh, 2 months after the last round of talks failed to yield any significant outcome. The 15th round of Corps commander-level talks was scheduled to begin at 10 am at the Chushul-Moldo border point on the Indian side of the line of actual control. The main focus of the talks is expected to be the completion of the stalled disengagement process in the hot springs areas. The Indian delegation at the talks is being led by Lieutenant General India Sengupta, of the Leh-based 14 Corps. The Indian side is also expected to insist on disengagement as soon as possible in all the remaining friction points, including resolution of issues in Depsang Bulge and Deemchok. The 14th round of talks had taken place on January 12 and did not result in any significant headway in resolving the row in the remaining friction points.